Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV, of course. We're still playing as Finland and going for the Crossing the Finnish Line achievement. We have to make a Finnish line, yes, all the way down to the Cape. And I've talked about all the details in many of the past episodes. We are currently beating up on the Norwegian, which is in and of itself not a huge deal. I don't think we have much in the way of losses in combat so far. But the Norwegians have two friends, which are also not a big deal militarily. Mecklenburg here and Gotland. But they have navies, and I really want to get over to Gotland and take it. And if only to stop the freaking pirates. Haven't thought about taking any Mecklenburg yet, which we could. The Emperor might not like it. And I don't think, the Emperor is not our enemy right now. Actually not too far from allying us if being at war isn't a thing. Even when we take Mecklenburgian land, that's going to change. That's Pomerania I'm pointing at. But, you know. That's Mecklenburg. I should really know where. Because currently I'm sitting there-ish, maybe? Anyway. Mecklenburg is also being killed by the Swedes. Did I know this? I probably did know this. Right, it's that Scottish War. I'm recording these videos not at all in huge batches. It's like 2 or 3 at a time, but still, whenever I start new recording sessions, somehow everything has slipped my brain. So that Scottish-Swedish War. What's that about again? Norway, Gotland, and Mecklenburg, and it's the Scottish conquest of Orkney, right. And we got them to not take our mainland Norwegian holdings, which are ours. The Mecklenburg thing, we'll see how that pans out. Just gonna have to say, no Habsburg in Poland. Are we still Habsburgs? Of course they are. Of course there are Habsburgs. We do seem to have naval superiority. Right, I remember being able to divide and conquer. And defeat in detail or whatever that... We found the enemy, split up and killed them. That's what we did. Whatever military term you want to use for that, that's what we did. Do kind of want to repair these galleys. These 2 barks can join in. Woof, woof. Having some extra cogs is not too shabby, because that actually allows us to transport a bit more efficiently than we have been before. We have 5 people down here, which we did want. Right, we wanted to go into Mecklenburg, which we now can. Now they are fully occupied, but I don't know that anybody's actually going to do anything here. Scotland, the Isles, Sweden, and Tyrconnell. So the only people possibly interested would be the Swedes. I don't think they are gonna be. They are not. So I'm gonna see a white piece on Mecklenburg. And ideally, we're gonna be there in time to deal with them all. Let's get a good leader in here and crush the Mecklenburgian army. Just, for good measure. Is there any loot to be found here? Yes. I don't think we're really in the time, or we're really at the point anymore where we need loot. Actually making a really decent dodge. Mission still on what we want to do. No. We want to take tech. Tech seems reasonable. I mean, sure, there's land we're going to want to take. But I still want that admin tech. Being ahead of time here is going to be noise. Good, but that's not what I was looking for. I was looking here because we're making so much money. But I'm not 2. Oh. There's a reason not to take that admin tech. I completely forgot about it. I want to take innovative ideas. Well, we're really gonna need more admin then, aren't we? National decision, act of uniformity. Actually, no point in doing that right now. We haven't decided what we're gonna do about religion yet. Crunch. Ooh. Does Scotland have transports? They do. Can I bait them into transporting out? Probably not. So we have these 3 transports. And do we have our other transporters? No, I think that's already part of our transport fleet. Because landing in Gotland is not actually going to be trivial. It's grasslands, which is okay. But we're still going to take a -2 naval landing penalty, and there are 5 people in there, so we really want to be landing with overwhelming force. So I actually have to build a transport navy in addition to all those galleys? Guys, you're killing me. I don't have that force limit. How are we going to do that? Maybe go hide somewhere else. So my thinking is I want the Gotlandians, which I'm sure is their name, to use those boats and transport some troops off. Try to naval invade me somewhere. It's quite possible they're not gonna do that, unfortunately. But I wish they would. How can I make you do that? Also, do I want to march a real army into Mecklenburg? Don't really. Just gonna march that away a bit. Maybe then our friends in Gotland are gonna be more amenable to leaving their island. Now, I believe in theory we could try and vassalize them even if we don't control their mainland. Is that true? I don't actually know. Devonian Regans, no, the huge. But you guys should be having with the huge. Probably means that I want you folks to also walk there. Okay. Come on, Gotland. Slowly drag your people from that island. You're not gonna do it, are you? You people can't possibly know how much this pains me. 3 extra cogs, putting us to 6. Let's go to 7. So we at least have a little bit of flanking going on when we land from either side. And then, yeah, we're just gonna have to rely on our amazing general to make up for the there's gonna be that naval landing. But if the people, if we want to call them that, of Gotland, okay, you're running home, do not feel like coming out, we might as well go ahead and make some money while we wait. No, Norway, you're not gonna get peace just yet. Kind of awaiting your peace against Swedes and friends. And my own invasion of Gotland. I wouldn't call it an invasion. And then once again, not gonna say what I was about to say. And I'm sure that's frustrating. It's just that I want, I mean, I'm not officially against politics on here, or I'm not particularly afraid of scaring away people viewers by bringing in politics, because frankly, I don't have all that many viewers. And if you have that huge a politics disagreement with me, then I don't know that you want to be in my channel anyway. So that's not why, but I'd rather have this whole thing be about the games and not about the politics, everyday politics. So whenever I think, and obviously this game makes me think about politics, right? And whenever I think about real life politics, I try to keep it out of our discussions here. But sometimes it's so tantalizingly easy to grab onto a specific let's call them jokes. It's very easy to make fun of / relate to particular political happenings of the day. Wait, what happened here? Oh no, that is my siege. Okay, it looked like the Swedes were sieging here, but no, it's my siege. Good. And I have a cannon down here. Cool. So I didn't need to build the cannon in the north. I just didn't realize I already had one. And I mean, having 2 cannons is not too bad. Where did I build it here? Can use it to siege down Gotland once we get to do that. Where are my boats at? Just another month. Got Wismar. Excellent. Is there money in Wismar? There's some money in Wismar. So I guess that one guy can stay there. Could become Defender of the Faith, because we're that rich. We really need to be spending money. Now, we did do the insulting thing. Kind of need to find a way to make more PP here. But we're actually rival to the Norwegians, so we should be getting a bunch of PP from winning this war. That's nice. We should also be grabbing this Miltech, right? Yeah, definitely looking to do that. There are my boats. Get them in there. And then we're gonna have a nice little invasion. God, I hate naval invading. I mean, I hate naval invasions in general. Especially the Hearts of Iron ones. But I don't love them here either. Down goes Rostock. Very nice. Now, I need 5 of your best soldiers. I don't think I'm bringing the cannon just yet. I'm going to bring a full 7 infantry. Because we're going to be able to flank by 2 with the transports we have. And the cannon would be in the back line. I want the cannon for the siege. We're going to have to bring in more people for the siege anyway, thanks to the level 3 fort they have in Gotland. So that's not a biggie. Alright, no money here, some money in Wismar. I might just be piecing out. So what could I do here? I could just go grab. I mean, you know me. What's that going to do for you? It's going to give a casus belli to the Emperor to take that land back from me. Which I don't like. It's also going to annoy pretty much everybody in the Empire. Might still be fine, though. We could instead go be my vassal. Which will also annoy everybody in the Empire, but it will not cause the Emperor to have a casus belli against me. Now, what's a vassal in the Lübeck trade node gonna do for me? They're not useful for feeding. Because vassals in the Empire tend to be like, oh sure, you can have your land back, when the Emperor asks. So we're not into that. I'm not really looking to take the... Well, I'm not looking to take the Empire route to the Cape. It's technically possible. We could even go through Castile. Not that that's, I don't think, particularly reasonable. But in theory, thanks to straits, we could go through Lund, Shell, and Fyn. And all the way. Click things. It's hard to click things. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Straight, straight, straight. Go through here. Use our beachhead in Mecklenburg for all that. And find some way. Some rough short way. Through France. And Aragon. And Castile. Into Morocco. And then we can't go along the coast. There's not a continuous connection here. But there's the Fezzan corridor right here. I feel like there's another corridor here, but I might be wrong. But there's definitely a corridor through here that gets you into Central Africa. And then we could go south. It's a long way, but it's... might not even be longer than the other way. It certainly gets us through... That's an interesting time, right? The Empire has been suggested. I've dismissed the idea of going through the Empire before, when Peter brought it up. Because double aggressive expansion, dealing with the Emperor and all that, yeah. But I can't deny that, AE aside, these people are a lot easier to eat than our big neighbors. Same can't be said for France, but when we're at France, then maybe by that time it's fine. And Castile, though, it's not a trivial route either. It doesn't mean not going through Mr. O. Or Muscovy. I just feel that we can't avoid a Muscovite war anyway, in the long run. Okay. I don't think it's a great option to go through the Empire. But I think it's an option we should consider keeping available to us. And having a beachhead in the Empire would allow for that. Now, I don't know. I'm really bad with Empire mechanics. I've played in the Empire quite a few times, and whenever I have, especially Bisa has schooled me on the Empire mechanics because I'm terrible at them. I do seem to remember that they changed something about joining the Empire in the recent patch. I think it's the ability to offer that. I think previously nations could just request to join, and now you can offer to join. Which in our case doesn't matter. The question would, to me rather, is can we become a member of the Empire? I know there are ways in which we can become the Emperor. I've never really dealt with the mechanic. I don't know how you get voted as an Emperor as an outsider. Okay, there's the button that we might be looking at for joining. Finland's capital cannot be connected to the Empire. I don't think it actually means that it cannot be connected. I think it means that there's currently not a connection. Because clearly it can be connected. We need 191 opinion with the Emperor. That's a lot. That is certainly a lot. Also, if we are in the Empire and we're not the Emperor, we can't actually be an Empire. We're probably quite far away from being an Empire right now. But we're certainly looking to be one. I never remember what this button that is. Yeah, a teensy tiny bit away. The reason I'm thinking of joining the Empire is because we're not. Then every expansion we do inside the Empire will call in the big baddie, Austria. They're not that big or bad. 51,000 troops. They're not terrible either. And they are going to bring all their friends, including Castile. So if you want to expand in the Empire, you really, really, really want to do it from inside. Unless you're super powerful, which we're not yet. So again, another reason that this is, if anything, a long-term thing. I'm just wondering if this long-term thing is worth potentially getting into a tussle with the Emperor here. I'm tempted. I'm honestly tempted to do something like this. But if it's a long-term thing, then why don't we go with a vassalization, which removes all threats of being attacked by the Emperor. It means we don't have to spend the admin right now to deal with it. And if at some point in the future we really want to go through the Empire, we can then deploy next them at reasonable speeds. I think that's logical. I think that's quite logical. Sure, let's say yes. Let's say that's logical. Also, I like having vassals, even if this is kind of a crummy one. It's not that much AE either. I thought it would be double AE within the Empire, but it doesn't seem to be so. So I guess it's fine. Take their dosh. Why not? I can't take war ups from a subject, but I can take all their money. Yeah, sure. Cost me some dip, but I mean, if we have anything, it's dip. Merely for themselves? Be mine. Somewhat. Cool. Like how those both swap from being my enemy to my friend to being my friend immediately. Now, we eclipse the Swedes with that, which actually helps with power projection for a teensy tiny moment. Good, good, good. Yeah, we have no cool way for walking home now. But once our boats here are free, I don't think we have big issues. We gotta cancel that embargo against the Swedes in 6 days. That's gonna be okay. Sweden, thank you. Revoke that embargo. Because we did eclipse them. Embargo is no longer free. Come on, show me what you got. I forgot your name. What's my grade? Did I ever check? Eriki Jernberg. Go and crush those freaking pirates. Also, you're taking forever to disembark. Crunch. Okay. Acceptably crunched. Actually, I think I'll bring over these 5. Now you can walk. I don't want to walk though. Take the cogs. Oh, we could do this faster. Get into Rostock. Stay here. Attach to the boats. Get out there. You folks. Merge. Detach the galleys, which I'm going to assume is enough to keep the blockade up. Everybody else go make me money. And because there's still some Gotlandians in here, I'm going to put the Admiral in charge of the blockade fleet, not the trade fleet. It does pain me, again. Leaving all that value on the table. Speaking of value, we should really be spending some money. What's our investment today? Don't have great temples. Still don't know whether this includes the extra 33% we get. But the math isn't looking great. That workshop's looking fine. That workshop's okay, I guess. And I think I'm going to finally build the marketplace into Colmar. Now, get me... siege people. It's too many. We're gonna have to slightly change the makeup of our siege once these guys are landed. But I don't think you can split a stack while you're on a boat. We take really forever to disembark. It's crazy. Unconditional surrender. Don't do that right now. I still have a siege to do, and now we're gonna... We don't have the thing yet. But soon we're gonna get called for pizza. And I just hit pizza last night. Great reason. This is fine, right? 9 and 1 is fine. Actually really tired. The reason I had pizza last night is that we had a board game night with people from work. And somebody had the incredibly smart idea to start another round of Spirit Island, which most of us were noobs at like 20 past midnight. It took us till, I don't know, 5:30 in the morning or whatever to finish that round, which is not a time this old man is used to staying up for anymore. Not at all. So, yes, I'm very tired. I got to sleep in, which is nice. I mean, wouldn't have done it if today wasn't Sunday. But still. Yoink, stole a galley? Stole a heavy? Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't know if I like that. Because that is a bunch of those boats that I really don't want to even have. Because they don't make money. And heavies are heavily expensive. But we got them. I'm not going to complain about stealing stuff for free. Stealing stuff for free? Sure. Dear Gotland, how about you become mine? Bam. Sweden cares? Yes. We know. This is something I will spend admin on. I don't want a subject on Gotland. Unless these pirates have like huge cores somehow, they don't. So no, just remove the piracy. Everybody should love us, honestly, for that. Getting rid of those pirates. All their money, really for themselves. Only Sweden cares. Check. Land ownership modified by... Now, Peter suggested to me that the change in land ownership should be, depending on the crown land of the place that you've been conquering. So the previous crown land. So if there was a lot of noble presence in Gotland before, then now they got a lot of land. I have no evidence for or against that claim, I suppose. So I don't know. But if it is, it's hard to just do any sort of calculation with that other than checking the peace deal, right? Because you can't see enemy crown land. I don't know that you can. And sure, if it's true, then maybe tanking your own crown land so that you actually gain it, because you have... If you have low... If that was true, then if you had low average crown land than the enemy you take land from, taking land should actually increase your crown land. And so that might be a reason to aggressively sell titles and stuff. I like having a lot of crown land. It might be irrational, but you know that I like my value. Speaking of value, how about some Norway then? Did you actually end your war over here? No. Can't take Orkney from you. Could take Helgoland, which I will. It's actually my only claim. And it's all I can take. Seems groovy. We could get into a sneaky little war. We should at least consider this. Now that I think about it, we should consider this. We could get ourselves into a defensive war against Scotland, the Isles, Sweden, and Tyrconnell. Now that has a couple of cool things. For one, we get to get into a war against Sweden without getting Muscovy involved. Because right now, if I was to go and declare war on Sweden, Muscovy would be like, oi, I warned you. But not if we do it that way, because it's a defensive war. So that's cool. I already like that a lot. And then what we could do is not take a huge peace deal, because they're going to be like non-co-belligerent stuff. It's not going to be a great peace deal, but we could take at least Karelia, thereby remove the border to Muscovy, and therefore I think remove the ability for the Muscovite to do any sort of, well, to make good on their warning. And we could use some extra war score on ending those alliances to Poland, England, which they're highly unlikely to get back. Right? They're just from the independence war they had. I'm liking this a lot. Now, how's the naval situation? Could we actually... I mean, we could go siege down Sweden. Duh. Naval situation still matters a little bit because we'd have to move our troops back from Gotland and maybe even Riga. But it's kind of okay. But it's a war against Scotland. And they have the war goal. So we really would probably need to land in Scotland. And I don't know that we can yet. Let's find out. Quick check here. Oh no, that doesn't tell me nothing. Ledger, military, navies. Give me the Scots. Scotland. That's not Scotland. Scotland has essentially no navy. Excellent. And Sweden? Sweden has essentially no navy. No, I doubt Tyrconnell matters. Tyrconnell does not matter. And that's it? Did I forget anybody? I'm starting to love this one. The Isles. Surely the Isles gonna have a massive fleet that we have to be quaking on our boots for. The Isles. Ah. I think we do this. And I kind of do feel supported, sure, in my decision by the music right now. I still don't want to leave mainland Norway to Norway. I want that for myself. And right now, I think, not with any sort of later integration. But we leave them the Isles, well, these Isles, not the Isles. And therefore we should be immediately able to jump into that war. But do believe that to be true. Oh. Is there something to be afraid of? Norway doesn't matter. Sweden doesn't matter because we'd be at war with them anyway. That leaves Lübeck, Wolgast, Dithmarschen, Livonian Order, and Pomerania. Seems unlikely that we get coalition by them. I think we risk it. Yeah, let's risk it. Still want your money though, Norway. And then we really do have to put a cut in here, because we're 5 minutes over already. And you know I'd never let that slide. Negotiate, gimme, money, inflation. Become a vassal. That's the important part. And that immediately brings us into that war, which I believe we can just win. Well, I say that. Get me these guys. Carrack is fully repaired, that's nice. Having a heavy for a war in the high seas there it's gonna be good. Let's bring these out. But let's really put a cut in here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy what you're seeing, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. If you have anything else to say, then that comment section is ready for y'all. Thank you for watching and see you folks next time.